hello. I hope you're keeping well. A really quick one today. I just want to do a book review because I've just finished this book. I think it's really great, really well laid out. I've learned loads from it, and if you're interested in beauty, I think you'll really enjoy it. It's Caroline Hirons' skincare book. Now, I know lots of people that I speak to on a regular basis will already know of Caroline, and you've probably seen this book already online because it has been everywhere. But just in case you haven't come across her already, Caroline is a skin expert. She's a trained esthetician. She's worked in the beauty industry across lots of different functions for many years. And she's kind of poured all of her skin knowledge into this one book. Now, she already has a blog where it kind of serves two purposes. On one hand, she shares thoughts and views on new things that launch, so you can always have a look for like the latest skincare. And then on the other hand, she kind of has a bank of essential posts, the real basics of skincare, the things that are kind of the timeless questions. So because the blog is already kind of laid out in such a good way, I was interested to see what would be different about the book. And I actually, I've bought all these tabs to go back to certain bits that I've found really useful. What I love about this is everything is laid out in a real, I don't want to use the word beginner, but it's laid out in a way that she explains things from scratch without patronising you. I personally think I've been in the industry for 10 years and we are in this era of absolute hyper education around skin. People know so much about skincare now. And I almost feel like there's a bit of a trick being missed that you want to reinforce the basics before you start going into so much detail about ingredients. And the reason why I love this book is she really covers all of the basics and then goes into the detail so you can catch your breath. I always say to my dad, this is a totally separate analogy, but sometimes something major will be kicking off in the news. And I'll go, hang on a minute, how did we get to this point? How has it reached this really bad point? What happened up until now? He always says we should just be watching the news. And I'm like, I know, but maybe I missed the beginning part of this in the news and now I don't know what's going on. That's how I feel about skincare sometimes. And I just love that she's gone back to basics, reaffirmed everything I need to know, and then delved into more detail. I just think it's brilliant. I can't remember if I said this at the beginning. If you're brand new to beauty, I think you'll find this really, really useful. And even if you're not and you want to ask a question, heaven forbid, about an ingredient and not be looked at like you've got six heads because you don't know the answer, I just think it's great. Another thing that I found really refreshing about this is I think skin is such an emotive topic and it's also so personal. So for example, I've got something to hand here. Okay, this is a new hyaluronic acid serum I'm trying. I might think this is fantastic. You might have tried it and absolutely hate it. And I think when you're reading things to do with skin online, you're also met with everybody's comments. Maybe you're on Instagram, maybe you're on a blog, maybe you're on YouTube, wherever you're finding your information. It has been so refreshing to just get into bed, read a book. There's no comments underneath, there's no discussion. It's literally just, I can digest this, I can take it in and understand what's going on. And I just can't rate it enough. I know part of me was like, is there any point doing a review of this book because it's everywhere? But I feel like sometimes when something is so everywhere, you actually really want to hear about whether it's great. And I just cannot recommend it enough. It is the best thing I've read in quite a long time. And I've learned loads. I've put all my little tabs in of things I want to revise. And I just feel really grateful that you have a very simple guide to refer to if you're ever confused about anything to do with skin, which in today's day and age, I think happens to me all the time when I'm looking at things online. So give it a read. It's fantastic. I think you'll learn loads, and I think you'll learn not only about your own skin, but lots of other types of skin. So a brilliant, brilliant read. All right, see you soon.